Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV Alternative Media Television. Please click the link to support our sponsor, Powerful Signal. Get a Powerful Signal cellular booster today. Click the link for more info. So today I want to talk about Jeff Bezos. It's Bezos. You would think it was Bezos, but I actually checked it out and saw how the CEO of Amazon pronounced it. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Jeff Bezos."
Hello, my name is Jeff Bezos.
Anyways, he's revolutionizing the world with a new drone system called Drone Prime, Amazon Prime. It's kind of like T-Rex or a Transformer that maybe you played with when you were a kid, except it flies and it's unmanned and it's going to take over the skies of San Francisco. And I think this is great because it's going to be used to deliver all Amazon goods and services that you buy with a mouse click online, and then it's going to deliver to your front door. In essence, it's kind of cool. You know, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like, imagine the entire sky of Seattle turning black with drones. And then dropping the good off at your door. It picks up this little yellow box. And what's also great about it is it gets rid of human beings, you know? Humans, they're such a nuisance. You know, when technology can do things better, machines can now deliver goods and services, according to Jeff Bezos, in just a few short 4 years. And it's also interesting to think about from the perspective, too, this is going to put companies like UPS and FedEx maybe out of business. So if you own those stocks, you might just want to sell it now. Might be kind of like the next Blockbuster video. Remember that? I'll be taking my grandkids to a museum like, "Hey, Johnny, check out this. This was Blockbuster video back in the day." You know, and they're not going to understand anything I'm saying. They're going to think I'm an idiot. You know, I'm going to tell them things like, "Hey, Johnny, there used to be a Constitution." They'll be like, "Yeah, Grandpa, sure. That's nice," as we live in this total Orwellian police state where they teleport, you know, to a different planet somewhere to play video games or something like that, or maybe live inside a robot. And it's really interesting because with all these jobs that are going to be lost, and you know, we're seeing this with strikes in the fast food industry right now, which I think is great. They're planning this in 100 cities, you know, at the likes of McDonald's and companies like that just feed us GMOs that basically cause cancer and kill us. But it's great because it gets rid of the human element, which is better in terms of managing costs. And I actually think that Jeff Bezos is just trying to get around Obamacare. He doesn't want to pay for health insurance. So he's using these drones as an excuse to start delivering these goods. So I don't really know where the money's going to come from, especially with all these firings, you know, all the people at FedEx and UPS being laid off. I don't know who's going to buy the goods or services anymore, but maybe Jeff Bezos can go to the Federal Reserve and just ask for a loan. You know, maybe Janet Yellen, good old Yeller, the sycophant that is now the follow-up to Ben Bernanke, maybe she can just authorize $1 trillion or so to buy goods and services for the people that don't have the money because they lost their jobs, and humans are just now really worthless. I mean, if you think about it, cars are going to drive themselves via Google in the near future. Your home delivery service is going to be via drone. I'm sure cops are going to be via drone. We're already seeing that. TMZ is going to have drones, you know, on Lindsay Lohan and, you know, Miley Cyrus as she's twerking her ass. Like, "Hey, check it out, guys. I'm twerking again. Isn't this great? Everybody talk about me in my ass because I'm like 13 years old and I'm a freaking satanic devil worshiper. Check out my ass. I'm like twerking and stuff right now." In fact, Bing actually came out with their top 10 most heavily trafficked search terms the other day. Kind of interesting, but it gets rid of the human element completely. I mean, maybe in the future, I won't even deliver videos anymore. It'll be a robot like, "Hi, I'm Christopher Green, hard hitting and in your face." And if the robot's more entertaining, then I won't have a job anymore. None of us will do anything. We'll just like sit at home all day, or maybe this is a part of the euthanasia program that is a part of Obamacare. You know, the death panels that I talked about last week, which is a very real reality. It's amazing. I mean, hey, don't worry about it. Don't watch the video, even though it mimics Hitler's T4 eugenics program before the outbreak of World War II, where he just basically committed mass genocide and decided to just kill a bunch of people for sport. Maybe this is just getting rid of humans, which really is kind of the weak link in our society. I mean, we could argue that human beings are just a disease. They're also costly. It kind of seems like these transformer drones, like Amazon Prime, and the such might just be a better option for us. Get rid of all human capital, all human beings completely. Get rid of the human mind. I mean, these computers, I'm sure, are smarter than us. Let them take over our lives. And, the next time you have surgery or something, wouldn't you prefer to have a robot do it? Because there wouldn't be any human error. I mean, if they're opening up your heart and they have to make a, millimeter incision somewhere, wouldn't you want it to be like a drone, like an Obama drone doing it, like cutting you up and slicing you up? I mean, why do we even need people anymore? And I think the great thing about this and the great thing for Amazon is not only the sheer profits of it, and Jeff Bezos can just kind of like sit at the top of his giant pyramid of wealth, but it gets rid of our humanity, which I think is really kind of been the intention from the get-go since the establishment of the New World Order paradigm, is to erode that. This is basically the degradation of our society. This is the degradation of humanity. It's really getting rid of anything that is human. That way, the evil can really take root and pretty much take over the planet. I'm Christopher Green. What do you think? What do you think about these new drones? You think it's a cool idea to have a drone just, kind of buzz around and drop off a good at your door? I know it sounds cool. I know it looks really cool, but is that really what you want? A black sleet of drones flying over your city? In fact, you'll know which one of your wealthy neighbors maybe ordered a new LCD screen. You can go over and steal it because you'll see the drone flying through the air while your kid's soccer game. Maybe your kid won't even play soccer anymore because, I don't know, humans are kind of useless. And why would you want your kid to exercise or do anything? I mean, he's much better off just, I don't know, looking at an iPad or an iPod or something. I mean, hey, I say we get rid of teachers too. I say we get rid of all people. I mean, why do you need a teacher when everything's on the internet nowadays? You can just Google everything. You just tap into the Borg. No concerns there though, even though they control all the information, all the data, and they mine everything in society. I mean, why even have a teacher? I say we fire all teachers too. Get rid of everybody. Get rid of every single human living thing on planet Earth. If you can't euthanize it, do the next best thing, create an invention that pretty much does the same. So congratulations, Jeff. We know it'll be a profitable deal for you, and I'm sure Wall Street's going to love it. And for you investors out there interested in making money, hey, it might be a good play. Although you might want to get out of UPS and FedEx. But this is the new world we live in. Drones that kill you overseas by a mouse click, and now drones that are just going to casually drop off your latest flat panel that you bought, or your Xbox 360 times infinity, whatever the new one is, Xbox One. I don't understand why they called it One and went back from 360. That's the new world we live. Bullshit, drones, and an Orwellian police state that is really pretty much out of control. Get it out there, support our sponsor, click the link, Powerful Signal. I'm Christopher Green, hard hitting and in your face.